Good morning. I'm so glad I'm able to be here with everyone at today's conference as we hear from the experts and continue some difficult but much needed conversations around privacy and intruding into or invading the private physical and/or emotional spaces of others, as well as the humiliation and pain and shame that can result. These conversations are very personal for me. Because you see, it was my son, Tyler Clementi, who started many of these conversations 10 years ago, when Tyler made national headlines as the target of a cyberbullying situation. In the fall of 2010, when Tyler started his freshman year at Rutgers, with much enthusiasm and excitement for a promising future, in a place where I believe he thought he could be himself. But unfortunately, Tyler did not find that to be the case. Because within a few short weeks, Tyler's roommate live-streamed Tyler in a sexual encounter with another man. His roommate then tweeted about the event and invited many others to join in and watch, announcing to the entire world a personal moment that should have remained just that, a private encounter. I can only imagine how humiliated Tyler must have felt in front of his new dorm mates. He may have even thought that his sexual orientation was something to be ashamed of as he continued to read the jokes and comments on social media. It was at this point that Tyler's reality became very twisted and distorted, as he became totally consumed with and concerned only about the words of people who were only interested in humiliating him. He could no longer see how special and precious he was, nor could he find the resources and support that were available to him, both at Rutgers University as well as at home. Because it was at this point that Tyler made a permanent decision to a temporary situation, a decision that we can never go back and change. On September 22nd, 2010, Tyler died by suicide. He was only 18 years old. And as much as we wanted to go back and change Tyler's actions, the reality was we could not. But we could move forward and put our energy and efforts into making sure no other student or young person ever feels the pain, shame, and humiliation that Tyler experienced. That's why we created the Tyler Clementi Foundation, which is working to end all online and offline bullying, experienced by both youth and adults alike, whether at school or because of legislative inequality or because of religious dogma caused by teachings and traditions that devalue the human spirit and cause so much pain and despair. The Tyler Clementi Foundation started out simple. Our goal was to see change, and we wanted to see people being kind, respectful, and civil to each other. We started the Tyler Clementi Foundation not just to raise awareness around the issues that impacted Tyler, but to create actions and solutions to those issues based on research. And what better place than Rutgers for that to occur? An institution that is known for its academic excellence and research initiatives. We were very pleased when Rutgers University wanted to partner with us, the foundation and family, to develop the Tyler Clementi Center at Rutgers. I believed it was the perfect fit. And I am still very optimistic that the Tyler Clementi Center for Diversity, Education, and Bias Prevention will become a leader in developing strategies, resources, and programs based on research. Programs that will promote safe college campuses for all vulnerable groups, so that all students will be able to focus on learning without any distractions because of fear for who they are, who they love, or anything else that makes them different. Resources that will not only benefit Rutgers students, but can be implemented in colleges and universities all across the country. Because no matter what makes someone different or vulnerable, every student deserves the chance to succeed and thrive. I am very excited to hear from the presenters today on the very important topics of life after the closet, examining both the harmful and yet sometimes protective elements of the closet, because they do both coexist. And sadly, now I know that Tyler experienced both aspects. Of course, what breaks my heart is learning and reading recently about the harmful, painful side of the closet that Tyler experienced. Learning that the Tyler I knew, the enthusiastic, articulate, thoughtful, and determined Tyler, was sadly, at times, not the way he saw himself. I saw a creative, inquisitive, adventurous young man with a passion for music who was truly a gifted violinist. But that was not the Tyler who documented his pain and sadness, his anger and loneliness on the pages I recently found during my move. That Tyler was so very different from who I knew. I hardly recognized this side of Tyler, as he never exposed his innermost thoughts and sorrows to anyone. And that's why we need these conversations today. And that is why I'm especially enthused about the proposed solutions coming out of these conversations. These ideas that can be put into actions, which will be implemented into programs and policies to keep our LGBTQ students safe and supported. I do want to encourage everyone to go to the Tyler Clementi Foundation's website, tylerclementi.org, to find out more about Tyler's Foundation, and more specifically, how you can become an upstander, a person who does not remain a passive bystander, but rather someone who stands up and speaks out in a bullying situation. And finally, I want to share my gratitude with everyone who helped to create a new legacy of hope around Tyler's name, creating a center that will have longevity and a future that will hopefully help many students. Thank you to all the many people who have supported the Tyler Clementi Center over the past decade, and I'm extremely grateful to have the support and oversight of Dr. Anna Branch and Dr. Joan Collier, moving the Tyler Clementi Center for Diversity, Education, and Bias Prevention forward into the new decade. Thank you all for coming.